So let's talk a little bit about the changes that are coming. You've probably seen it out there. Actually, we've posted a link on the Granite State Subaru Meets page that basically they are splitting the WRX and STI chassis from the Impreza. So now it's going to be something that is it could be a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, it's definitely going to be a good thing either way. I'll explain the bad part later. But basically, the good things, being able to split that chassis off means that we're not going to be stuck with a car that is kind of trapped in a sub $20,000 compact lineup. That's been one of the biggest drawbacks in general. The basic platform and footprint is there for the car. We're looking more I'm referring more to the interior. We all know that the interiors on our cars are not the greatest. They're kind of plain, even a little cheap. But splitting the chassis apart like that means that they're not limited to keeping it the same as what the Impreza is now. They can go with something completely different. I think that is going to be one of the biggest advantages, when it comes to what we're going to see for changes on the interior side. Obviously, on the exterior, now it's not going to look like a regular base Impreza in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I'm sure they'll still keep some styling cues, but they're not going to be kind of stuck with that footprint. They're going to be able to take it in whatever direction they want. So, I mean, and that's not just from a styling standpoint, that's from suspension, the whole drivetrain in general. They're not going to have to use a version of the same motor. I mean, they will be because it's what they use, but, they can take it further, than they have recently, or in the past, I should say. Some of the things that could be drawbacks on this change is that the same thing that was good with not being stuck with that, sub $20,000 car interior is that they could go further and further into that and start driving the prices of these cars up. I mean, they know the limit on where they need to be for the market, but they could take it to a point where it's going to start trying to push it out of a lot of people's, realistic budgets. I've read different things in different places. I've seen links that say it's only going to be a coupe. That's tough. I really, really like sedans. I like having the four doors. I like being able to take, my car somewhere and then be like, oh, well, let's just jump in mine and go, and I can put 4 people in it. I happen to have a son, so, I can put a car seat and get him in and out of it easily with the back doors. Coupes, a little bit tougher with that. So I'll be really interested to see what they do. What I read about it is that they're going to be able to shorten the wheelbase and create something that's going to be more responsive on turn-in, the handling in general, something, it's kind of pushing, like if you look at like a Mini, those things drive like go-karts. The wheels are pushed all the way to the corners and it's a really tiny wheelbase. So they could be aiming to do something more like that so that it's going to be, more aggressive on a road course, or autocross or anything like that. There's positive and negatives to everything, obviously. But when it comes to this new chassis, I think the positives will outweigh the negatives as long as they can keep the price in check. So we covered a lot in this first video. I don't know that they're all going to be this long. It all depends on what the subject is for that particular blog entry. Like I said, this is our first entry. Definitely open to suggestions, ideas for topics. Let me know what you want to hear about, and if we don't get to it right away, I'm sure we'll get around to it. I'm going to do this every other week, so we'll be covering a lot of stuff. Some of it will be overview, some of it will be technical, a lot of it is going to be my opinions. I'm going to throw them in there, but it wouldn't be my blog if I didn't. So, I thanks everybody for taking a look, watching it. Make sure that you visit our Granite State Subaru Meets page. Give it a like if you haven't already. And, we hope to see you at some of our events. We got a lot of good things lined up for this year. Several charity events and everything else that we're going to stick in between those. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to, see more of you. If you see me kicking around at the meet, which you probably will, I'm loud, and I'll be helping, direct things and keep things in order with Saren. And, come up, say hi, let me know what you want to hear about. If you want to just chat for a bit, that's fine too. I tend to talk a lot, so you'll just have to tell me to shut up. So that's it for now, and see you guys in 2 weeks.